say there's white pork. See those 4 white pork right there?
Well, jumbo everybody, my name is Chelsea and I'm going to be your safari driver today. Everyone say hi, Chelsea.
Hi, Chelsea.
Hi everybody. We do have one major request on safari, and that is please remember to remain seated at all times, no matter how exciting the safari may get. The animals are very, very active out there today, so just in case an animal does come up to the truck or does try and block us or anything like that, please be sure to remain seated. If you have any camera, cell phones, anything to take pictures with, that's alright. Just be sure to hang on tight to those. If somebody is to fall out of the vehicle, please do not try and go retrieve it. I will not go retrieve it. Just let me know and I will have someone else go retrieve it, because we all don't want to be run over by rhinos today. Look up above you. You'll see a gaming guide of some of the animals that we'll hopefully be able to see today. We might not be able to see all of them, but we are going to do the very, very best that we can. Is this anyone's first safari today? First safari goers? Raise your hand. First safari? Oh, very nice. Well, welcome everybody, and welcome those returners. I do see Warden has given us an all clear, so we're gonna head on in. Yeah, we are. There we go. We're gonna head into the Ituri Forest, everybody. Now, Ituri is Swahili for little, so it's known as the Little Ituri Forest. And there in the forest, the animals are very, very good at camouflaging themselves. Oh, look in the back right there. Very, very back right. Towards the left side. Those are okapis. Now, okapis look like they should be the family of the zebras because they're striped-like pattern. But they are not. They're actually the only known relatives to giraffes.
I told you it wasn't easy. Nice one.
You see a couple more animals up ahead. On your right side, it almost looks like a deer, but it's not. It's called a greater kudu. Now, greater kudus are the second tallest antelopes in Africa. See right next to us?
Yeah, see here, look, look, look.
Oh, I want Look up tall on your right side. Look up tall into her nest. There's a saddle-billed stork up there in her nest. Alright, so just you keep looking on your right side. You're going to see some bongos in the back of the bushes. They are bright brown. They kind of look like deer as well. Well, bongos are known as ghosts of the forest because they do have such amazing camouflage. With all the clay and the brown from the trees, they do blend in very, very well.
Looking shot, looking shot.
I'm not seeing many more animals from the Ituri Forest. So we're going to head on out and head towards the Safi River. Does anybody here like hippos? Excellent! We're going to head out and see if we can find some hippos. Now, hippos are really, really heavy. Hippos can weigh up to about 5,500 pounds. Now, though they do weigh quite a lot, they're very good swimmers. However, they do prefer to walk along the bottom banks of the rivers if at all possible, because they can hold their breath between 5 to 8 minutes long. If you don't see any immediately to your right, don't worry, there'll be more coming up on your left. Everyone does know the saying, hungry, hungry hippo. Well, hippos are actually very hungry. They'll eat about 150 pounds of hay in 24 hours. Ooh, get a good look on your left. There are hippos nice and close to us here in the water. Now, like I said, they can hold their breath between 5 to 8 minutes, so they could be down there for a little while. And just as well, these birds here on top of the islands are called pink-backed pelicans. Although they're not pink right now, their backs will turn pink during mating season, which is when they were discovered and how they got their name. There are a couple buzzards out here, drying off their wings. Everyone needs to remember to remain seated at all times. Looking over on your left side, we're going to go over the crocodile bridge. Now, Nile crocodiles have the jaw power to crunch down over 2,000 pounds of bone in a single bite. They can run on land up to 10 miles an hour and regulate their body heat by opening their mouths. Our next area up ahead is called the African savanna. Now, the African savanna is a completely different ecosystem with completely different animals in the Safi River. It's also home to some more well-known animals, such as giraffes, cattle, and antelopes. We're going to go ahead and look, everyone. This is one of my favorite parts of the reserve, because you can look over all of the grasslands here. You may already start to see a couple animals. Now, don't worry if they start to move. We're going to head right on out towards them. And the animals here all eat either up high in the trees for their leaves, or they will graze over the grasses. Those are the two foods that the West Savannah animals will eat. We're going to look over on the left. There are sable antelopes on the back left side past the trees. Now, sable antelopes are Harambe Wildlife Reserve's emblems, so whenever you see our sign, those are the animals on the sign. And coming up here on your left and your right are the white-bearded wildebeests. White-bearded wildebeests are the largest migrating animals in Africa. These large mounds here on your left and your right, they are termite mounds. The termite mounds are hard as concrete. A lot of the animals actually will use them as scratching posts. Everyone needs to be sure to look into the grasses as well as up in the hills. And I want to make sure we miss any animals that like to spend a lot of their time hiding, or they will hide from their predators that they think will be around. Ah, like those up there. On the top of those hills, you may see a couple of giraffes wandering around up there. See them sticking their head out on the left? Way up there. I can see another giraffe up ahead of us as well. So there's a couple other animals. You may see the Ankole cattle, the ones with the really long horns on them. Now their horns can get up to about 6 feet long. They just have a honeycomb-like structure on the inside that their blood flows through, so it is a part of their body. As well as there may be a couple more giraffes up over on your left side. Now be sure to look really closely. Their long necks blend in perfectly with these trees, which is a lot of times how they will disguise themselves. So there's one really close over here using his long neck. You can only see his head. And then this one here.
Mira, papi!
I'm going to keep on moving here. Now we're going to look for what are called mandrill monkeys. Now mandrill monkeys are the most colorful monkeys in Africa due to the blue and red coloring to their face. We're going to see if we can find some. They'll be over on your left.
Mira, lo veo.
Oh, there's one. There they are. They're playing with a rabbit. They are not happy with that rabbit. They said it was bumpy terrain out here. We're about to head out towards some African elephants, everybody. How's that sound? Yeah, everybody likes those African elephants. African elephants are the largest animals on the planet. They do travel together in families, so hopefully we'll be able to find a nice big family, maybe a couple babies with it. But it doesn't look like we need to head over a bridge first, everybody, so please remember to remain seated. Oh no, I've got to lean. Lean right, lean right, lean right, lean right, lean right, lean right. Ooh. Everybody okay? Yeah. Wow. Don't tell my boss about that. Okay. Now remember, we are looking for those African elephants. I see one. Let's head on up, get a nice look at her. Oh, is she pretty? I've been a couple more up ahead. Miss, we're doing an African radio station tuned into the truck as well. Well, I guess she decided to come without the rest of her family. I guess they could be out taking naps today. Well, I'm not seeing the elephants, but I do see a couple birds up here. Oh, look, elephant left. I'm able to get a better look of them around here. Now, these are the greater flamingos. Flamingos are hatched white and gray. They don't receive their pinking color until they start eating a certain type of shrimp. And this shrimp contains keratin that turns them pink. There's actually a really close elephant on the other side here, as well as one walking over. Here we go. Let's see what other animals we can find. We've crossed into the East Savannah. Of the East Savannah, some of the animals are a little bit bigger, not as big as those elephants, of course. But they're also a bit bigger and faster. So let's see what animals are out here. Oh, like that white rhino back there. Let's see, what other animals? I do see a couple cheetahs up ahead. We're gonna head on over to them. Now, cheetahs are the fastest land animals, running to an average of 60 miles per hour. There's one laying down over here in the sticks. Just blend in very, very nicely. She's in the back on the right side, towards the right ends. Her head's a little bit up, but she's looking away from us. Well, this large rock formation is called a kopie. A lot of the animals like to hang around these kopies, such as the wildcats, some antelopes, and rhinos. Or an ostrich, that'll work too. Now, ostriches have wings as well as feathers, but are completely flightless. However, they do try and make up for it in their speed, running at 35 to 40 miles per hour. There are a lot of rhinos back there, yes. We're going to see if maybe we can get a little bit closer to them up ahead. Sleeping at the bottom of this tree over here. See them sleeping? They blend in just like rocks. They're sleeping, but these white rhinos here on the right side, they are not blending in right now. They're just getting a little bit of a snack. So this would be a perfect time to get a nice picture of those white rhinos. Nice and close for you.
Easy shots only. Easy shots.
They are pretty close, aren't they? Safaris to River Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Haven't had any of the other animals such as ostriches come out here quite yet. We are hoping in the next couple of days or weeks that the animals will find this place a great new home with plenty of water. But until then, it does remain completely vacant. Coming up ahead, we're going to pass through some beautiful waterfalls.
I like him. Oh my goodness.
These waterfalls do tell us that we're headed back up to Warden's Coast, everybody. Now, if you enjoyed seeing some of the animals that you saw today, or you weren't able to see your favorites, or you just want to come back and ride the ride again, come on back and see us later today. That sounds like a great idea.